Hello, my name is Rich Howard, owner of Architectural Builder Supply. This video is to bring you a closer look at the Bommer 5010-406-633. This is a wide throw hinge. So let's dissect the part number. First of all, the Bommer 5 0 is going to mean it's a 5-knuckle hinge. The 5 is going to mean a 5-knuckle full mortise hinge. Okay, you can see from the swag on the hinge leaves there that when the leaves are brought parallel, they're meant to be mortised flush to the edge of the door and frame. The 10 specifically means that it's a wide throw hinge. So we've got full mortise, 5-knuckle, plain bearing, it means. Commercial weight, that's 130 thousandths thick on a hinge like this. The thickness of the leaf. Wide throw, that means that it's going to be wider than it is tall. The -406 is a reference to the size of the hinge. That specifically means that we're dealing with a 4-inch high hinge, and the height is the first dimension on a hinge. It's always height first on these hinges. Then width at 6-inch. 633 means two things. It means it's satin brass. It's a real nice satin brass finish, 633. You might know it as US 4. It also means that it's steel. Now, there's a link below this video to the cut sheet. The cut sheet shows everything important dimensionally about the hinge so that you can review the location of the screw holes. And speaking of screw holes, screws are included in a complementary finish, wood and metal screws. Below that and to the left, you've got your catalog number column. You can see the column of the steel hinges. Your 5,000, 50, 10. 8,000 is the same hinge but 3-knuckle. BB is ball bearing, where you'll have bearing packets, 2 bearing packets on a standard weight. LB is a concealed sort of bearing, which you'll get on their 3-knuckle hinge. Next column over is the brass or bronze base material, and the base material will change based on the finish. If you wanted oil rub bronze, that would be on a bronze base material. If you wanted a blackened brass, it would be on a brass base material. You can see that the last digit in the series changes from 0 to 1. And then all the other part numbers are the same. Moving to stainless steel, that's self-explanatory, satin or polished on a stainless base. The number changes to 2. Okay. The hinge like this, you're going to use this where you have a couple of conditions that are really common. When the door and frame unit are encountering thicker than standard casing or brick molding on the pull side of the door, you might be encountering a situation where the frame is physically set in deeper into the wall than standard, meaning that in order to get the door open past 90 degrees, you have to kick the axis of pivoting out further. Now, a 4x6 hinge is going to give you an additional inch of shift out compared to a 4x4 hinge in terms of the axis of pivoting, 1 inch further out. But when you open the hinge out, obviously you're going to get 2 inches of additional, clearance, so to speak, going from a 4x4 hinge. 4x5 and 4x6 are equally common, not nearly as common as 3.5x5 or 3.5x6, but a 4-inch is going to be appropriate for 1 3/4 doors, where this would not be appropriate for 1 3/8 doors, because of where those screw holes fall. You've got a lot of room there that you have to stagger over a thin door. So if you're 1 3/4 doors, you'll want a 4-inch hinge. Available in several different architectural finishes. Oh, backing up, I'm sorry. You're going to have thicker than average casing or brick mold. You could have a condition by which the frame is pushed in deeper into the frame around a reveal. You could also have a condition by which you have a door that's pushed into the frame. The frame might be in the standard location, but the door might be further into the frame. I've been in homes in Florida, 100-plus-year-old homes that are 3 stories. Well, there's no steel in the house, so the first floor walls are extremely thick. Those frames are 18 inches, and those doors are set in real deep, or deeper than standard. That would be an application where you use a Y throw. Speaking of Florida, the Ponce de Leon Lighthouse on the Atlantic side, just south of Daytona, the original structure has windows. All those windows are set into a brick building. Not the original structure, but the second original structure. They want those windows to open up, or they would have when 100 plus years ago there's no air conditioning. So they'd swing them all the way out, and they have all wide throw hinges on there so that they could get out and around back so that they can use their shutter hardware and hold the windows back against the face of the brick walls. Would be another application that you'll see this. Also, custom cabinetry in a kitchen where the pantry is made to look like all the cabinets. Thick jambs because it's a pantry and the door will swing in. Might need a wide throw hinge. And if you're thinking of wide throw hinges, you might need to think about an extended lip strike plate as well. So Bommer is a full-line manufacturer of all things hinge related, not only wide throw hinges but the full line of commercial hinges. Last thing I'd like to point out to you would be the Bommer logo. Right above it, it says Made in USA, a fact that Bommer is quite proud of, as am I to represent them. If you have any questions on the Bommer 5010-406-633 wide throw satin brass hinge 4x6 size, or any other Bommer product, please feel free to reach out to us. Thank you.